My mom died of cancer and it tore me apart. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brian and this is the Ivy Cancer Podcast. The death of my mom had inspired me to interview people with cancer or who have been affected to help spread awareness. The broader my subscribers are, the more people will be motivated to share their story. So if you come across this platform and you would like to help me achieve this goal, please hit the subscribe button. It will be greatly appreciated. A video will be uploaded every Wednesday. Thank you. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ivy Cancer Podcast, where we discuss cancer, health, and other sickness that's surrounding the world. And today we have a special guest. She's no stranger to me, but maybe a stranger to you. Welcome, Paddy. Can you let the audience know your official name?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jenny, also known as Lady Cool J, because I do a bit of DJing. Yeah.
How long have you been doing DJing for?
Well, the DJing thing has been going from I'd say way back from when I was about 11.
Yeah.
Because Mom used to have a lot of parties. So I used to eventually, when she stopped having the sound, she got a gram. So I was the DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like DJing?
No, I don't like DJ. I love DJing. I love DJ.
We say like is an understatement.
Yeah. Music and DJing, anything like this, it's my thing.
I must say, I take you in at an event. I think is just before the lockdown. When you perform at that club.
Yeah, FCF it was called.
Yeah, man, you mash up the place.
One does try.
Yeah. I can't forget you had an elder keep his feet moving on the dance floor. You remember that elder?
Yeah, because I went over and spoke to them after, or they came and spoke to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came and spoke to me.
Yeah, I think they enjoyed your music.
Yeah.
And you play at a few funerals and wedding reception as well, right?
Well, funerals, I've never actually done a wedding. I want to do a wedding, but back in the days, a few years ago, I was a funeral DJ. But I just took time out after my dad passed, and well, I'm trying to get back into it. I've done a few since last year. I've done a couple. I've got one on the 2nd of Feb. So I'm trying to get back into it. It's something that I enjoy.
Yeah, you got a funeral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What inspired you to become a DJ?
My mom. Because I was brought up in that environment.
Yeah.
Because even I lived in Jamaica for a few years. So Mom used to run a bar on the beach.
Yeah.
And there's always jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jukebox.
So when we came over here, Mom was one of the first female to bring blues to England. What she done basically, what my mom done was brought Jamaica to England. Yeah.
Okay.
So the parties them start, and yeah, that's how I was brought up. So every weekend there was a party at the house.
So were you born in the UK or you was born in Jamaica?
I was born in the UK and I went to live in Jamaica when I was 2, come back when I was 9.
Okay. What was your time living in Jamaica was like?
It was it was fun. It was like a family environment. Everybody was auntie, uncle, cousin. It was free. You felt free. There was the word danger never came in, the existence. We didn't know about no danger. We just felt free.
Everyone was free.
Yeah.
People back then used to keep the door open and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, you can't. Even your grill.
Exactly.
Take off.
Yeah, you felt free. Everybody know everybody. It was a family road.
Yeah.
Gully Road it is. I think Gully Road's still there.
Oh, okay.
In Buscabel, St. Mary. And when my grandmother passed, we decided to come back. Mom decided to come back.
Okay. So have you been back to that area since you come back to the UK?
Yeah, I went back 2016. Your sister took me actually.
Okay.
Stacy, your big friend, um, took me for a day, and it was mixed. It was mixed emotion because when we got there, the first place we kind of pulled up, Sister Stacy, pull over there, and I seen the school.
Yeah.
It was a school Monday to Friday and a church, and they do it church on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we pulled in there because every Saturday, what we used to do, like it was a thing. Everybody used to go next to the school, where the school was, say over to the right. There was a green, and used to play cricket.
Yeah.
And so behold, that's what we're seeing. People then playing cricket.
Is that the school that you used to attend?
Mm.
Do you remember what's the name of that school?
Well, I just think it was like Boscobel Primary or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you love it in Jamaica?
Yes, I did. Yeah, Jamaica's my number one. Everybody knows that Jamaica is my number one. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Jamaica is a nice place.
I feel free when I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel, even if, I've been with you and Shireen and we do the dance thing, and even if we don't do it, as long as I'm in Jamaica.
Yeah. So, but you wear many hats. You're not just a DJ. What else you do?
Oh, okay. All right then. Basically, they got that saying, jack of all trade.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm the gents of all trade.
Yeah.
All right then. A DJ. I paint women's houses.
So why women's houses?
Because a lot of the women, when I talk to them as well, there's at the end of their job they'll say that they prefer as a female in here because you just get on with it for one.
Yeah.
A lot of them, especially the mans that smoke or whatever, they have to have their little fan break every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or they got this thing, I soon come.
Yeah. And
you don't see them. But with me, I'm stationary and time as well.
Yeah.
The time thing. If I say I'm there for 10 o'clock, that's the time I usually give people between 9 and 10.
Okay.
I'm there, and I sort of limit myself to 3 days for their whatever, because people just want their house back. So
you wouldn't do a male house?
I don't know. I've done a male house, but it's male and female.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done a couple's house there.
Yeah. We just want to clarify it,
But a lot of the women, but the way they're taught now, it's like, they want, they like the females.
Yeah.
Because there's a few that's bouncing around.
Yeah.
That's doing it, trying to do their little thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're reliable or whatever.
Yeah.
But we just seem to with me, I can't really talk about them, but with me, I just go in there, do what I got to do, boom, 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 and that's it. Yeah.
And what else you do?
I play the African drum. I done it as a couple of funerals, like when we're at the cemetery, and a couple of people approach me about it.
So you beat drum?
Yeah. I've got African drum.
Okay.
Yeah. And anything that, put it like this, I will do majority, and if something's going to make money, honest money,
yeah,
I will do it. If someone call me as well and say, to serve at catering, catering assistant, to do that, because I've always been in catering.
Yeah.
That was one of my first job, catering, so I know about that.
Yeah.
Back to front, I know about catering, so I will do that. So if somebody say, Jen, you can't be too proud. You just go and do it. From it's honest, I'm doing it.
I know. I remember last year you gave me a shout and you sent me a card that you wanted to start some cleaning service.
Yeah.
So you also do cleaning as well?
Yes. If someone called me for that as well, I'm doing it. I'm trying to kick it off. I'm going to re-register it. I'm going to re-register it because it needs re-registering again, and I'm going to do it. But before it was going to be houses, but I think I'm going to go around the thing and do it at something else, either events or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm looking into that. My daughter suggested it. So, when I thought about it, I thought, yeah, because when they have the events, especially from March up to September, England can be very busy with events and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm just going to see how you go about that.
Okay. So will you change the name or it
No.
will still be the same?
Yeah, be the same.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it took me a while to think of that name, so
You want to speak the name or you want to keep the name?
well, I'm just gonna sit down on it for a bit until it kicks off.
Okay.
Yeah, re-register it first, make sure I keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So guys, a few weeks ago, my phone rang and it was Party on the phone and she's like, you know what? I've been watching the podcast and you're doing a good thing, but you know everyone just talking about Miss Ivy, um, beat, you know, and Miss Ivy is more than just beating, you know, and I want to give my take and how things were with her. So she called me and said she wanted an interview, and I was to be honest with you, I was so happy, you know, that she called me and asked me for that interview because she met my mom. But Paddy, do you remember, you know, when was it you met my mom?
Yeah. I don't even have to think about that. I met Miss Ivy 2016, the same year that I met you.
Mm-hmm.
You was you done a party for Rashika
Yeah.
up by Linstead.
Yeah.
That's when I met. Briefly, it was a brief because Stacy was doing her bar, was controlling the bar.
Yeah.
So I was standing with Stacy, and then Miss Ivy like came over and said hi to, and then Stacy introduced, was like, "Hello, I am by." It was briefly. It was
Yeah.
brief.
Yeah.
It was very brief then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I met her. It was the next time when we came down. We kind of met again because the way Miss Ivy came across, I'm gonna say come across, because sometimes you don't even realize like
Yeah.
it's drumming that she's gone. The way that she came across, a bit like myself, she didn't rush up into people.
Right.
It's like she'll take time, watch the ride, just observe you, and then so she take time, and then when I was at the house, came up to Portmore, she came down to Portmore to you and the kids.
Yeah.
And then I kind of started to get to know her a bit better then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so when you met her that within that time you're getting to know her, the different side of her, like, you know, what kind of woman she was like to you, you know, how did you find her?
Right. Miss Ivy, number one, very godly. She wasn't one of them Christian that, that push it on you like that. But we used to call it, to go back and we used to call each other and, the first thing, hello Miss Ivy, how you doing? Give thanks, and she'd talk about, God, and she'd talk about her pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you could tell she was a godly person just by the way she spoke.
Yeah.
And I knew that she was a Christian when I was in Jamaica. But because sometimes you can just pick up.
Right.
You can just pick up that a person is how they are.
Right.
And she did come across like a Christian. Because I even said to her one time, Miss Ivy, what church you go to? You go to church on Saturday or Sunday? She says, Saturday. So she told me what day she go, and she says she and Joanna go to church.
Yeah, she even though she was raised into a Seventh-day Adventist, as a kid growing up, I used to have to go my Sunday school every Sunday. Me and my cousin. She used to wake me up in the morning and said, it's time to go to church. And as a kid, I never used to like that because, Sunday morning, sleep sweet and all of them something like that. But she used to make sure so we go to church, and she always, instilling that kind of Christian morals within us as a child growing up. But her mom and her dad was a Seventh-day Adventist from start. So
okay,
but I think one of the reasons why she never used to send us to Seventh-day Adventist church is because we used to find Seventh-day Adventist church as a kid boring. You know.
I don't know. I think because obviously I went to church Sunday school on a Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and it was boring.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, you saying that, I just think as a child, majority
You
of
find
it,
everything boring.
church, especially church.
Right.
Boring. So no matter if you go on a Saturday
Yeah.
or you go on a Sunday, it's still gonna be kind of boring. But
Yeah.
now they kind of bring it up to time to kind of make it probably more interesting. Because all three of my children went Sunday school to get picked up by the band and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They all went to church Sunday school. You know, Kerry went. That was one of the longest. She even got a trophy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, the same way Miss Ivy was. It's the same way. You just that's how it was.
I never find Sunday school boring because the teachers, they used to interact with us, have way little games and we
Reading
singing
national
and
games.
all of that. So, even though it was the same in the Adventist, but we used to go to church late. Going into the Adventist, we used to go to church late. So all of those kind of things, we used to miss it.
Mm,
So it used to seem boring to us.
maybe.
You know what I
maybe.
mean? So, but eventually, yeah, we migrated again back to the Seventh-day Adventist growing up as an adult.
Okay.
Yeah. But, so apart from she, being a Christian, like, you and a reason.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. Because even the part where you was talking about the cake, like the last couple of days, like when I was there, I was at Portmore and it was me and Marisha, Miss Ivy. It was just three of us. And we just was having laughs and reasoning. Miss Ivy had a good sense of humor. She had a sense of humor.
Yeah.
She loved to laugh.
Yeah.
She did like to laugh. You get me?
As the kids them call her, them personal clown.
Yeah, yeah. She used to like joking around and stuff like that. Even when I used to see some of the videos when they used to do up Miss Ivy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she did. I'm talking with me and her. We used to talk, and even a couple of days before I left Jamaica, she was saying that, Jen, you're funny, and she said you should link up with Oliver to try and get a thing at the Blue Mountain. And I said, I don't think so, Miss Ivy.
Yeah.
But I could relate to the conversation that we used to have. We used to talk about people, but not in a vindictive way. Like, she'd talk about people, she loves Shireen.
Mm-hmm.
She said she got a daughter. I said, who's your daughter? She said Stacy. She loves Stacy.
Yeah.
She loves Stacy a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. She talk about you because even she said to me there was a part on the last day or a couple of days before I left. She's saying that when you come up, keep an eye on Brian for me. And I said, what do you mean? He's you mean keep an eye on him? And she said, him coming up and I said, yeah. I said, I'll be there. But, there's only so much you can. But she said, keep in touch. For the first year and a half, we did, interact and, any little thing that was going on.
Yeah.
Because you come up, I'd holler at you. You'd be number one on my list, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I tried to do what she was saying. Not even if she never said it, I would have done it anyway. You get me? So
my mom always worry over me, no matter what. I can't forget when I used to do taxi work. My mom used to call me like 9 o'clock. Brian, come on for the road, you not work for nobody, you're supposed to make enough money now. You know what I mean? And, those kind of stuff, I miss those kind of things, She used to worry about me a lot, and especially when it comes to the protection of the kids. And knowing me, I'm very, very overprotective when it comes to the kids. So, You know, so anytime anything happened, she always try to coax me and say, Brian this and say, Brian that, you know. Try to guide me in the right path and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my mom, even when I'm in the UK, she used to call me. And when she can't get me, she start worrying. You know, and when I was going through my depressive state, you know, my mom was the person that I used to try and protect by not trying to do anything stupid to myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when it pops in my head, you know, because I know how she is. And even sometimes when I go through my little stuff and want to turn off my phone, I couldn't turn it off. Because
you knew there was a call coming.
Yeah, and if she called me and she don't get me, I go worry.
Yeah, for real.
So she's always like that, you know, worrisome over me and all of these things, you know. So yeah, when it was no surprise that she tell her that.
Yeah, she says, you know, keep it. But as I said, when I came back, we used to talk on the regs. We used to talk on the regular. We did, and some of the times, because Miss Ivy, you probably know, she had the habit of leaving the phone in the house, and she'd be at the front or the yard or whatever, or doing what she's doing or hanging the clothes. But she'd call me back.
Yeah.
She'd call me back, and then one time, I didn't hear from her for a while, so I called and I said, Miss Ivy, how you doing? And she said, oh, not too good, and the pain. But because most of the time when you called her, she'd say about the pain, because I used to say to her, you're not on your own, Miss Ivy. I mean, I get my back pain, so you're not on your own. We just laugh about it, you know what I mean? But yeah, a sense of humor and a conversation, reasonings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I did enjoy it. And then say she talked about Stacey a lot. She even used to say about Stacey. She says, we say something with Stacey come up, and she says, Jane Armand can be very saucy. I said, Miss Ivy, you don't have to tell me that. I said I've experienced Stacey's mouth. You know what I mean? But yeah, she had Stacey was like a daughter.
Yeah,
she says.
She.
And Shireen.
Stacey was with her at some point, and just like I was with Stacey mom at some point.
Oh, okay.
It's so ironic. Like as a kid growing up, my mom and my mom's or my dad's other woman, they never had any form of contention between each other. Even my bigger sister, Tessica, I used to go by Tessica mom, spend holidays. I used to go by Stacy mom, spend holidays. The only stepmom I never went to was my brothers.
Okay.
Because like my younger brother, I never met my younger brother until when I was living in Linstead. At that time, my mom got the link, and I think Chris' mom was living in the country at the time, but she used to come in Kingston sometimes. But I was mainly between Stacey mother and Tessica mother.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I classify them as because and them never treat me no different. You know what I mean? I never feel left out.
Oh yeah, because that was Stacey. If anything, I'd say Stacey was like because Miss Ivy used to say like Stacey's Brian's second mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She said she can be, she groom you as well and teach.
Yeah. So she with Stacey, Stacey was always, one of them, jovial, kind of one. And she always, Stacey overprotected, Tessica overprotected. Like, my sister, them, even the one that passed them, all of them overprotective when they come to me, I spend more time with Tessica and Stacey than my sister that passed, so, yeah. So, like, have you ever tasted one of my mother cooking?
All right then. Let's get to this now.
Yeah.
Yes, because one time, we come back in. So, because before sometimes their aunties, that's Shireen's auntie
Yeah.
or great aunt, and sometimes like they like just before we go, I'd come and stay. So Miss Ivy said to me one evening or one morning, Jen, what you fancy to eat? I'm gonna cook something for you. So I says, you can have some chicken foot. She said, she laughed. She said, what? She said, I said chicken foot and some rice.
Add some chicken foot.
Yes. So Miss Ivy kind of laughed and says, Jen, if you live in Jamaica, you'd never starve because you say you like chicken foot, chicken back, and chicken neck. So them kind of things. Yeah, she said you'd survive out here. So
Yeah.
she do me that. She and Joanna done me that with some dumpling, and it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Mother used to enjoy my mother dinner. Even my father. My father was a good cook as well. You know. But so fast forward, I can remember when she was in the hospital and you know, we arranged up
Zoom.
a video call and at the time make leave you if you explain it.
Okay then. A couple of weeks before, I think you told me what was going on with Miss Ivy. You call and tell me. So, but I had an uncle who's passed, Uncle Adi, and the night before, fast forward that, the night before Uncle Adi's funeral, I was prepping myself for his funeral, like the music, and it's not even that, you know, the way you feel just before, because he meant a lot
Yeah.
to me, very, very close, you know, like a father figure, to be fair. So, and then I could see the phone going off because I've never had a call like this before. That was my first Zoom. So I was thinking, I look at you and I talk to the phone. I said, no, pardon, not now. So he kept phoning and I thought, you know what? Let me answer, because in my head I thought that Miss Ivy had passed. So I answered it, and he said, then when I answered it, I seen like a few people on the screen.
Yeah.
Because the Zoom, remember, this is my first Zoom.
Right.
So, and plus, the only thing that was on my head was my uncle,
Right.
to be fair. Not Miss Ivy as such. So, I went and sat somewhere on the stairs or just with the phone so I could see Marisha. Then I see Jody, Shireen, yourself. I see Stacy. I see Miss Ivy. So I'm sitting there with the phone in my hand and just watching. But sometimes when something come into your head, it's what come out your mouth. So I'm there sitting. I'm not thinking, I don't want to do this anymore, because it's basically, it wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice Zoom. For your first Zoom, it wasn't nice because you could see Miss Ivy, like, the eyes, you know, closing and chipping in, chipping out. And I think Rashika was by the bed, I think. And it wasn't something that I wanted to see. So I said, you know what? I need to just jump off this and go and deal with what I was dealing to do. My uncle just chipped off. I just came off. I just didn't like the feel of it. You know what I mean? It wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice feeling, considering the timing as well. Because if you got a funeral that's family, I would say family funeral, the next day, why would you want to be watching someone passing? And you know, me and death, it's not, I don't deal with death very good. So, I mean, I know a lot of people don't deal with death, but, you know, with me now, I can't really deal with it that well.
Yeah.
You know, I might kind of like some gangster people put me in that bracket, but You know, one of my friends said, Jen, you're one of the baddies, but you're also one of the softies because you're very emotional, sort of thing. So I didn't want to just sit there and watch Miss Ivy like that. No, because it would had a everlasting up in here as well. You know what I mean? And not like you was upset and really, but when I explained, couple of days, as I said, the funeral's the next day. I think it was February the 2nd, something like that. And so 2 days after, because Miss Ivy was on my mind then, because Uncle Laddie's been buried. So that part is something less to think about. So I'm back on Miss Ivy now. So I called her and I was like, please, Miss Ivy, answer. She pick up. She said, hello, Jen. Because she used to call me Jen.
Yeah.
Hello, Jen. And I said, Miss Ivy, it was not form of disrespect jumping off the Zoom. Because so I explained to her anyway what was, and she says, to be honest, I didn't even know when you jumped up, because she says she was in so much pain and there's so much people on the Zoom.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that made the piece to explain to her, because if I didn't, I don't think I'll be here today.
She not even used to so much people on her screen. Either. So.
But I'm glad I made the call to explain to her, you know, and like say a goodbye.
Basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's what I done. So it made me feel a bit better as well, because after it was like, you know, YouTube was going at me and it's like, but you have to turn it around, because you don't know. Sometimes people can just rail up, but you don't know what's happening in another person's life.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that was very deep for me. Very deep. That was one of the ones I don't want to experience again. Another part I don't want to experience in life, to watch someone pass or like in that situation. I didn't like it.
Yeah, because at that point you was going through your deal with your uncle as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, it was understandable.
Yeah, it was very, 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 very deep, because it was horrible. It was horrible. It wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice thing to, even a few days of closing my eyes, so I'm going off to sleep. You could see it. You close your eyes, it pop up. You know what I mean? That's me. So it wasn't a nice experience. Yeah.
Yeah, you did call me a few days after, and you did explain to me what was going through your head, and I did appreciate that your call, and you know, because if it's one thing with you, you know, party, if something wrong, you're gonna say it. You know what I mean? And me did appreciate that with you, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I made my peace with, not that it wasn't not peace, but explain to Miss Ivy. Because I didn't want her to think that, you know, Jen just, how come Jen just, but
Jen a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as she says, because there's so much people on the Zoom, she didn't know, and plus she was in pain herself. So yeah, and it gave me a chance to do my farewell, because I didn't go to the funeral and stuff.
So that was the last time you spoke to my mother?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last time. Yeah.
Yeah, man, she did then a lot of pain, because a lot of time me over here, I call her and I can't get through to her. You know, so, and my mother was a phone tete to some extent. From she get to understand the phone, she just in the phone. You know, she always watch her African movies.
Yeah, I'm one of them as well. That's what we used to talk about as well. Because I said, you know, Miss Ivy, I should laugh. Because when she could relate to something, she'd laugh it. You know, she had that laugh. When you hear her laughing, you know there's something else coming with the laugh. Because we would talk about the African. I said, you know, busy watching my African, and she said, Jen, you know me, I love to watch them too, you know. She used to love African films as well. So, I mean, I still watch them up to today, because sometimes when my grandkids used to call, they said, Nanny, you watch the African film? You know, hey! Yeah, the most loudest people on the planet. Yeah, but, yeah, man, Miss Ivy, my breakdown of Miss Ivy, she was godly. she had a sense of humor. She cared about you and grandkids and stuff like that. You know, were great, and she would do things for other people as well. Because when me and Shireen was coming back, obviously we used to unload the suitcase, to the heavy stuff. Like some of the jeans I would take out, and she says, "Yeah, man, Jen." If I said, "Decided put that to one side," and he said, "Yeah, some of the girls them." Of Linstead she was talking about. But she just said the girls them.
I look out for people.
Yeah, the girls them she used to call. Yeah, some of the girls them.
My mother that put herself last and make people get something first.
Yeah.
That's my mother.
Yeah.
So always I look out for people.
Yeah, so she said the girls them, no name, just the girls them would like this, and you know, so we used to unload. And because she even won the conversation as well when she says if I did come back, obviously it's not going to feel the same anymore. I know that. She says, "Jenny must come and spend a week up Linstead with her." I said, "Yes, Miss Ivy, I'll come." She said, "It's not like Portmore." I said, "I don't care." I said, "I'll come." You know, but as I said, I'm in JA, it don't matter because we've been country, we've been to St. Thomas, to your other auntie. It's not like Portmore, but it's in Jamaica. You know, so
for me, Jamaica is not the same for me. It's like going to Jamaica now is like I don't know what to expect. You know, because I used to my mom being around. You know, and knowing I'm going to Jamaica. You know, even when my dad and my nephew passed, I'm supposed to go to the funeral. It was my dad's sister, you know, basically helped me with the plane fare to go to Jamaica. Well, obviously it's my dad funding, it's my dad money. But she gave me a part of the plane fare, you know, to go to Jamaica for my dad's funeral. And I said to her, if I'm coming to Jamaica, you know, it would be my nephews, and I would like to have a close proximate funeral, you know. So she arranged a funeral because obviously she had control of whatever my dad left her.
okay.
So she was the one who planned the funeral. Unfortunately, that's the next story, but none of the youth them, none of my father kids them never have a part to play in the funeral.
Oh.
You know, that is even the next story, but but when I went to Jamaica, you know, I felt some form of emptiness.
I think that would be natural.
Yeah, it was just some emptiness that was like something was missing, you know. And even when I was coming back to the UK, you know, there's not a trip that I went to the airport and my mom don't come.
Yeah.
You know, I was going through my phone in the week and I was deleting some videos that are not needed in my phone, and before I seen a video hugging my mom before she was even in the hospital, I would classify that was the last good hug that I get from her.
Yeah.
You know, it's just different.
Yeah.
And I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't even feel the urge to go to Jamaica anymore.
I don't think you're on your own because I know a couple of people that parents has passed and they've said the same thing. That once they go, because obviously they go there, what they're gonna say, "Oh, I need to go to my mom." And if your mom's not there, it's like as you said, there's something missing and it's something big that's missing.
Yeah.
It's not no standard like, you know, your friend or whatever. It's like your mom. Yeah.
The first time when I came here in 2014 and I went back in 2016 and she never knew that I was coming. And I met her in Spanish Town. And P, when I see my mother, I cry shame. Because my mother lose so much weight, and I guarantee she done fret over me.
Mm.
Like, she worries so much. You know what I mean? But it's just one of them thing, party, you know, as you say, you don't deal with debt good, and nobody does. You know, but when you lose somebody that close, you know, because you lose a mom,
Yeah.
and you lose your dad as well,
Yeah.
right? What was it like when you even lose your mom? Because I assume that you and your mom were more closer than you and your dad. Because from I know you, I suppose the 2 times you talk about your father.
Yeah, yeah. Me and mom, it's always been me and mom. From Jamaica, when I can remember it. So, and then, as I said, when my grand passed, we came up, and my dad was here. We was together for about couple of years, and they separated. So, yeah, I didn't really have much after that to do with my dad.
So what was it like when you lose your mom?
Well, when mom passed, she had a fall. She had a fall, and she got rushed into hospital, and she was there for a couple of days. She went in on the Saturday and she died on Monday. But apparently the hospital, not the hospital, I'm not going to say, when you say the hospital, it's not the hospital, it's the workers. Some of them weren't, that good with her, so was told that. But you kind of prep yourself for the worst, because I'm a bit like you. I'm the only child as well for mom. So yeah. And then when it was the Monday morning, me and Kez was at the house, and there was a call at 7 o'clock because we had the house phone then. So the house phone don't ring at 7 o'clock. So before the phone did ring, it's like I woke up. I'm a blood. The blood run cold.
That sound like me.
My blood run
You
cold.
don't even know what's up.
Yeah, before the
Same
call
thing with me.
came, I woke up and it's like my blood run cold, and I look at the door like to see if all the windows open. You're cold inside, and then about 10-15 minutes after that, the phone rang. So before I answered the phone, I think I knew it was the hospital.
Same thing with me.
But as I said, when we went up there, me and Kerry waited a bit to get up there. When we went there, even the staff nurse or sister, it's like she had a clipboard in her hand, and they draw the curtain, the curtain's drawn, and we came up, and she just went, sorry for your loss, your mum's in there. But the way she'd done it, it was no
remorse.
Yeah, no dignity. It was like, me and Kerry was there, upset, and yeah, but they didn't make you feel like, that wasn't a good experience neither. That wasn't a good experience neither.
Well,
Yeah.
Party, I appreciate you passing through.
Yeah, man, pleasure's all mine.
And just in case, if you do you have a business number? You probably you want to leave if.
Not really, because I said I'm gonna try and trigger up this the cleaning thing, but
Yeah.
the funeral. See, the cleaning and the funeral is on the same. It's on the same number, so probably I can give you a card and you can put up or whatever.
Alright, you can give
Because I
me.
don't know it off by heart, to be fair.
Alright, you can give me the number and I'll put it in the.
Yeah, because
in
it's a
the
double
show
flip.
notes.
It's a double flip. So if you one side's the cleaning, the other side's the painting.
It's the
and
same number.
The funeral, the same number.
Yeah.
So either way, you can all three of them. You can, and with the drumming, you can catch me. As I say, it's 2024. I'm gonna do things what I know what I can do.
Yeah.
What I'm good at.
Yeah.
What I can achieve something of.
Yeah.
Because 2023, I think I just lay. I lay too much. So 2024, I'm gonna step up the team, and God willing, as Miss Ivy would say,
Yeah.
God willing, something. God help those who help themselves, and
Definitely.
I see myself as a trier. You know what I mean? That's one thing.
Go-getter.
Yeah, for real. So I'm just gonna try and make it happen, God willing. Yeah, man. But the pleasure was all mine because, as I says, I've been watching the videos, the podcasts a lot, probably my time, and
Yeah.
when you watch them, it's like, as I said to you, you know, is no one like boosting up Miss Ivy, and you know, I mean, I've met her since 2016, but I can say that we were close and became friends.
Right.
Because if she didn't hear from me or vice versa, one or the other
Somebody
would
that
call,
reach out.
would reach out. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, she'd reach out, man, and she didn't have nothing bad to say. That she was very godly because she's up in heaven now, pivoting or doing something, you know, something. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So thanks for coming and sharing your story with the podcast.
Yeah, man. Pleasure was mine.
And thank you again, guys. And this is Ivy Cancer Podcast. And if you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe because it is your subscription that will help the channel to grow. And once you like it, you know, give it a share and tell a friend to tell a friend. Have a blessed one.